Welcome, it's Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com with the first review of 2025, year 16 for us. We've been drinking a lot of wine. And we're starting out with the Trader Joe's wine. For old time's sake, Trader Joe's in the early days and in the middle days too were some of the best places to find wine. They seem to have fallen off lately, but they have, today we got the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Russian River Pinot Noir 2023. This is a release that comes out every so often. I think I left a link for the 2020 vintage which we reviewed. That was a different producer who made that for them. This one is DNA Cellars. DNA Cellars has made a lot of Trader Joe's wines over the years. Still make them, but they had a list of all the wines they made on their website. I got a link to that on the website. And it's like, oh my, some of my favorite Trader Joe's exclusive brands were from DNA Cellars. That's this is DNA's Dennis and Andrea. They have 40 years experience Dennis has 40 years, Andrea has 25. And they've been making wine for, ever. And I think they actually own a vineyard in the Russian River Valley, though I don't think this is theirs. Theirs is a certified organic, certified sustainably farmed. There's no certification on the bottle. So this must be, what must this be? It says cellared and bottled by DNA Vineyards. Cellared and bottled by basically means they bottled it and then they set it aside for a while. Because after you bottle the wine, it comes out of the barrel into the machine, pumped in it needs to calm down. But who made it is a whole nother story. So I don't know. They've been there forever. They've been in the region. They know everybody. Is this a negotiate wine? Did he buy a finished wine from somebody else, the leftover, and then put their own, label on it? Is this grapes they purchased and they made it? But then that's not what the back label says, because it has DNA Vineyards. Let's say have another brand that does the making of these Trader Joe's wines. I don't know. Russian River is an AVA that runs along the coast parallel. It goes north-south or south-north, I think. It didn't used to be a east-west river, but a long time ago, some coastal activity that they have out there changed the whole direction. Now it runs along the coast. It is a river valley. The lower part of it is cool and is great for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. When you do, it's more Burgundian. If you get the French style of wines, it comes from the cooler section. The northern section is a little warmer, and you get different grapes up there. I'm not sure where I don't know. It's not that I'm not sure. I have no clue where the vineyards were located. Just for reference, there is a AVA in Sonoma, which is in Sonoma, that is further west. It's along the coast, the Sonoma Coast AVA. And that one's in the rugged river valleys, mountain valleys along the coast. And they're, again, a Pinot Noir and Chardonnay area. Another really good high-end one. And then, so we have the Russian River. Russian River is a great place for Pinot Noir. And what do we got here? I'm going to take a sip of it. It is, you could read through this. I mean, you could read your mail on your phone through this thing. It's so clear. Got a nice nose. It's got that kind of cherries and mushrooms and autumn leaves, crushed up autumn leaves, that kind of nose to it, some kind of exotic spices. The flavor's smooth and sleek up front with the cherries and maybe plum. Touch of vanilla, I think. I'm not sure. Mid-palate has some exotic spices on it, little rougher edges, which is really nice with the smoothness up front. It's not super complicated, but it's complicated enough to catch your attention. This isn't just just a sip and forget wine. You can kind of pay attention and go back to each sip on this one. You don't have to. It's $12.99. You can just have fun with it, but it's got a little more to it. I took another sip. Yeah, it's really easy to drink. That's smooth, and that combination of yin yang. It's smooth and the little rougher part of it. There's cranberry, there's tart, there's nice rounded fruit. It's not sweet at all, but if the fruit has anything to it, it's like nectar sweet, like biting into a plum or something, that kind of sweetness, which isn't sugar sweetness. And it's fine. The tannins are sweet. The acidity allows it to have some decent length. That's $12.99 at Trader Joe's from Russian River. It's not a bad wine at all. And it's only 13.1 on the alcohol. Lately, I've been seeing 14.5 all the time on Pinot Noir, and that's a little bit too much. This should be a light to medium-bodied wine, and winemakers now know how to let it carry that wine or that alcohol with it. But if it doesn't have it, it's probably even better. So that's it for me. This is a decent little number here. The Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Russian River Pinot Noir 2023. It's worth drinking. If you like Pinot Noir, it's worth having. So adios, keep it cheap. We've got a whole year of wine ahead of us. So stay warm. And I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days. I'm not quite sure where we're going. We just started the year off, but we'll go. So hang in there. Keep it cheap. Bye-bye.